That is a setup.
I tried to make it like the right sort of space for me to work my creative process.
Man, that is a really, really cool setup. It puts mine to shame. You got a
Thank
whole
you.
like green screen thing in the background and everything. Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
I think I'd work like a lot better in something like that. Um, so yeah, hi, it's
Hi,
PassionKilla. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. It's a bit later on in the day for me than you, I think. Well, it looks
Right.
dark in your room, but yeah, it's 9 o'clock here. It's 3 o'clock for you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a whole day ahead of you. Would you be able to give us a bit of background about yourself as an artist?
Uh,
Maybe what kind of music you grew up with, family upbringing, everything like that.
well, I'm PassionKilla. I'm 16. I grew up in Arlington, Texas, where with a very not the best sort of environment. So I usually stayed inside a lot. And with that, I didn't really have much I could do. I was also homeschooled on top of that. So
Right.
a lot of time inside. So and all I had was guitar and I just like made it a thing to try to practice playing it over and over again, trying to get better with it. And like I really got used to um playing it and getting better at it, and
Hmm.
I really learned to enjoy music within that. So that really like pushed me towards wanting to make music in the end.
So spending a lot of time inside, I guess, I mean that situation sucks, but I guess it also gave you a lot of time to work on your music.
Right.
Yeah, and I can't believe you're 16, and you've been how long you been making music for now?
Past 2 years now.
2 years. Fantastic. What first got you into it? Was it out of boredom, or were there like artists that you really enjoyed?
M Mainly out of boredom because I really didn't really have much else I could do at the time. So
Yeah,
it was like sort of my only option, but I'm glad that everything kind of went through.
yeah, that's good. What about creative, like inspiration? Any artists in particular?
I have a very open range of music. Like I like a lot of types of music, but like I listen to like pop, like The Weeknd. That's
Yeah,
one of my tops. Or like Kendrick Lamar with rap. I like to and Post Malone. But I like to have this an open mind to
yeah.
all music so I can have like a little bit of diversity, but um sort of try to make my own sound with it.
That's good. Yeah, and I tell you what, listening to it, I don't know, the reaction kind of dropped recently. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but you can definitely hear the influences as well as like your own take on them. Um, so have you managed to have a look at that at all? My
Yeah,
reaction.
actually. Like the I was pretty excited. So like the second like you guys said that it would be dropped, I watched it immediately.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, what did you think of my take of it? I haven't mentioned the name of the song. I don't like saying it because I'm white British. It's like it's the most awkward thing to say. It's just very cringy. But skirt. um,
Right.
yeah. What did you think of my take on it?
I think I really appreciated like the how like really deep you went into the review and
Mm,
the fact that you paid attention to things like the bass in the background, my vocals, ad
yeah.
libs, things like that. Yeah, it was really nice. It was really deep in there.
Oh, good, good. Feel free to say if you thought my takes weren't right as well, because we're all growing as artists, and we need to take on feedback. But is that the typical type of music you've been making since you started creating music, or is that a new path for you? Like I say, I've only heard that one song at the moment.
Right. Well, that song along with like the past, I'd say 10 to 20 songs that I've released were around that same general area of music, but before I was a little confused of trying to find my specific sound. So I do one genre and then a completely different genre. I do rock and then rap and sing heavy metal sort of thing. So but now I'm kind of getting it down to specifically what I want to do, and
Yeah.
yeah, this is what I want to go with.
Brilliant. And you know, if that changes in the future, that's fine. Because if you're working on yourself as an artist, you know, and you feel you want to go a certain direction, people stay for the artist anyway. So, you know,
Right.
building that base is important. So I wanted to talk more about the song Skirt. Looking into the lyrics, I've had just before we started this interview, I had a look again at the lyrics. Would you be able to explain a bit to me about, you know, what the song's about, if it's about anything?
Well, the biggest inspiration of the song was the fact that like it was a bit of a personal song with the fact that with through my experiences and through my mind that a lot of relationships I've been in has to do with the fact that somebody always would want something out of me
Right.
and not specifically for me. So it is a song sort of dedicated to that, but whenever I like sort of veer off of that, I will admit there have been times within the song where I just like didn't exactly stay on topic with that, but
Right.
wanted to at least keep the same flow or same rhythm.
It was cool. Yeah, I got a kind of vibe from some places, and I really like some of the lyrics, like because demons are making me lose like alopecia. I thought that was really clever. There was another part as well, if I can find it quickly, but yeah, the Aladdin line as well. Show you the world like Aladdin. I thought there's some really clever like writing in there. And also I think you're free to kind of go off on a tangent. The Kraken line as well, that was cool. So there's definitely some cool lines in it. So the background inspiration you say was to do with people wanting something out of relationships. Is that relationships as in with someone else, or is it like family members and friendships, or
Uh, more specifically around like sort of couple relationships,
yeah?
but I definitely did also try to connect that with like out of sort of fake friendships, I suppose.
Yeah, cool. And I did want to ask about the cover because I'm not usually one to talk much about the artwork, and I said it was album art, but it's maybe only single artwork. So what was the inspiration for that artwork? Because I think it's pictures of you, isn't it? Like
Hmm.
growing up.
Right.
So and then you've got chains over it. So is there anything like when you know, what were you thinking about when you were making that?
Well, okay, with the song, how I um take certain relationships and stuff, I decided that um I wanted the album cover to sort of express um evolving and growing from
Right.
certain things and sort of literally locking away certain past experiences and sort of protecting myself, keeping myself in a safe yet um wise manner. I don't know if I worded that right, but
Like
um
like a measured kind of manner, like you know, you're thinking, you're focusing yourself and thinking.
right.
Would you say that's right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've it definitely not much album art like resonates with me, but that one really did because you've got what looks like these wholesome pictures, but then you've kind of got this like the chains going across, locked up, like you said. So yeah, that really stood out to me. So if you could maybe give people a reason to listen to this song or any other pieces of music that you've made, what would you say is unique about your music? What makes it stand out from other people?
Well, I've always been like a really big fan, like really liked wordplay. So I've always liked using references or double entendres to for those people who like really listen close to it. They can
Yeah,
like be like, oh well, he did that. That's smart, or things like that. So that's why I believe that people should listen to my music if they want things like that.
brilliant. Yeah, and I think that's what interested me about it was those lines that you came up with, those clever parts of the song. Just definitely piqued my interest. So I think there will be people out there like that. Have you ever performed your music at all?
Not yet. I've thought about it. Not many opportunities have just shown themselves to me, but I know that as a small artist, it's
Yeah,
something I sort of have to go to towards
yeah.
myself. But I've been thinking about it and doing it soon.
It's good. I mean, you should, because it's a completely different experience. But sorry, but it's a great experience. I was in a band at 16, um, and I absolutely loved it. And if I hadn't moved, maybe I'd still be in that band, and I regret moving. But sorry, I've got a really bad throat at the moment. Um, but yeah, I think it's important to get yourself out there as well. Did you do all the production on like the tracks and all your tracks?
From the beat itself to mixing.
Fantastic. What's your setup like? Like your microphones, your door, everything like that.
Well, I have a Rode NT1A mic.
Oh, nice.
Uh, and I have a Focusrite audio interface, and I usually use FL Studio, but if I'm lazy, I just use some random free online DAW just to quickly get like whatever song idea I have onto
Oh,
something.
like Band Lab or something.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
BandLab.
yeah. Well, we've got a pretty similar setup. I'm using Focusrite right now. I use this Shure. I did have a Rode actually before, moved on to using the Shure. They're quite good too. Um, so I always ask this question as we get towards the end of the interview. How do you feel the internet has impacted your approach to being an artist?
I mean, it's affected me a lot. I mean, like when I first started, like I was just kind of wanting to do it just to, well, maybe I might blow up off of it, but if not, it's okay. I mean, at
Yeah,
least I have things of my own music I can listen to whenever I'm just like driving out in the car or going on a road trip, things like that.
yeah,
But once like numbers and a community fan base, things like that started hitting, is just it motivated me that much more to stick to specifically the music and stay focused on it.
that's good. That's good. I like what you said about just like even if like nobody cares, you've got your own music to listen to.
Right.
I think I'm the same. I'm my own biggest fan with my own music, and like whenever I'm alone in the car or like walking somewhere, I'm listening to my own music. Like sounds really egotistical, but actually, I'd spend all my time listening to my music, just picking apart like what I could do better next time and everything like that. Um, so yeah, I don't know if you do the same at all.
Oh, the exact same.
Do you spend much time listening to other music, or is it all just you now?
Uh, every now and then it's other music, but most of the time it's me.
Yeah. It seems really like egotistical, but it's not, is it? It's just like it's exciting to listen to your own music and think about what you did and what you do next time. Um so how have you been mainly like trying to promote your music? Have you been using, I don't know, TikTok, Instagram? Like what's your main channel?
Well, I've been trying to do it throughout all social media. I do get lazy sometimes, but yeah, through YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
sometimes running ads,
Yeah.
hiring, things like that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a lot though, isn't it? Like to try and keep everything going. Um, I recently just started Threads, and for some reason that's picking up traction. So I'm like, I'm gonna do some more things on Threads. But yeah, trying to keep all those plates spinning. That's quite difficult. Do you feel
right.
like you would be an artist today if you didn't have the internet? Let's imagine it's like mid 2000s and you've just become an artist, or you're thinking of being an artist. Do you think you would be doing that?
I believe for, at the very least, for my local community, I believe I would still be.
Yeah. Would you be more on like the performing live side of things than maybe bedroom producer style?
Right.
Yeah.
Performing live or in front of my friends, family, things like that.
Yeah. I think it does make it a lot easier for us. There's lots of artists who are quite introverted. We don't particularly like going out and doing stuff, rather stay in and make music. Do you feel it's helped you to just like be more confident, just, you know, being able to push out your music on the internet without having to maybe go and interact with people directly?
Completely. I mean, I personally am a very antisocial, keep to myself sort of person, but
Yeah.
with that, I've been able to kind of open up more with things like that.
Fantastic. Well, you've got a brilliant song. It's called Skirt. I hate saying that myself. But do go and check it out. It's in the description of this video. This interview is going to be on YouTube. We'll also have it as a podcast version. So if you want to listen to it on the go, it'll be uploaded to Spotify podcasts. And PassionKilla, thank you for coming on and chatting to me. It's been really nice.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.